Ever wondered what the S&P 500 is and why it's one of the most talked about numbers in the world of investing? Whether you're new to stocks or just trying to understand the market better, this video is for you. In the next few minutes, I'll break down what the S&P 500 is, how it works, and why it's the most important index for investors worldwide. Hey, welcome to the channel. If you've ever heard the term S&P 500 and wondered what it actually means, you're in the right place. Whether you've been investing for a while or you're just starting out, understanding the S&P 500 is a key part of understanding the stock market itself. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it is, why it matters, and how it impacts your investments. So let's start from the basics. The S&P 500 stands for the Standard & Poor's 500. It's a stock market index that includes 500 of the largest publicly traded companies in the United States. These companies are picked based on their market capitalization, which is basically the total value of all their shares combined. You've probably heard of some of them: Apple, Tesla, Amazon, Microsoft. These big names are all part of the S&P 500. But why should you care about this index? Well, the S&P 500 is often used as a benchmark to measure the overall performance of the U.S. stock market. If the S&P 500 is going up, it usually means the stock market is doing well. And if it's going down, it can be a sign of a market downturn. Think of it like a snapshot of the economy. If the companies in the S&P 500 are doing well, it often means that businesses in the U.S. are growing, creating jobs, and contributing to economic growth. Now, let's dive into how it works. The S&P 500 is weighted by market capitalization. That means bigger companies, like Apple and Microsoft, have more influence on the index than smaller companies. For example, if Apple's stock price goes up, it has a larger impact on the S&P 500 than if a smaller company, say a new tech startup, experiences the same stock price increase. This weighting system is important to understand because it means the S&P 500 doesn't just average out the prices of all the 500 companies. Instead, it gives more weight to the companies with the largest market value. Okay, now let's talk about how you can get involved. The most common way to invest in the S&P 500 is through an exchange-traded fund ETF or a mutual fund. These funds allow you to invest in a tiny piece of all 500 companies in the index at once. One of the most famous is the SPDR S&P 500 ETF SPY, but there are plenty of others as well. Investing in the S&P 500 is often considered a good long-term strategy because you're essentially betting on the success of the U.S. economy as a whole. And historically, the S&P 500 has delivered strong returns over time, even with its ups and downs. Now, you might be thinking, why does this matter to me? Well, whether you're planning to invest in the market, or you just want to understand it better, knowing about the S&P 500 can help you make smarter decisions. It's also a great starting point for learning about the stock market and the economy. Plus, the S&P 500 isn't just about big companies. It includes a diverse mix of industries, from technology to healthcare to energy and finance. So by investing in the S&P 500, you're gaining exposure to all kinds of sectors that are important to the U.S. economy. Ever thought you needed thousands of dollars to start investing? What if I told you that you could start with just $100? Stick around, and I'll show you exactly how to make your first move in the world of online investing, even with a small budget. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more money tips and strategies. Today, we're diving into something that I know a lot of you are curious about: how to start investing online with just $100. Yes, you heard that right. Only $100. It's totally possible to make your first move and even grow your wealth without breaking the bank. So grab a pen, because I'm going to take you step by step through everything you need to know. So first of all, why should you even consider starting with such a small amount? Well, the truth is, you don't need a lot of money to begin your investment journey. What you really need is the right mindset and the right strategy. Starting small allows you to dip your toes into the water, learn how things work, and build up your skills for when you decide to invest more. And trust me, getting started early even with $100 gives you a head start that can pay off in the long run. Now, you might be thinking, okay, sounds good, but where do I actually invest this $100? Great question. Let's break it down. Stocks, fractional shares. If you're interested in the stock market, there are platforms today that allow you to buy fractional shares. That means instead of buying a full share of something like Amazon or Tesla, you can buy a portion of that stock with as little as $1. So with $100, you can own pieces of big-name companies that are usually out of reach for people just starting out. ETFs, exchange-traded funds. Next up, ETFs. These are basically a collection of stocks bundled together into one investment. You can buy ETFs that track sectors, industries, or even the whole stock market. They're perfect for beginners because they spread out your risk and you don't have to pick individual stocks. And the good news, you can start buying shares of ETFs with just $100. 2. Robo-advisors. If you're not sure where to start with picking investments, robo-advisors are an amazing option. These are automated investment platforms that use algorithms to create a diversified portfolio for you. You just answer a few questions, deposit your $100, and let the robo-advisor do the work. They're perfect for people who want to invest without spending hours researching stocks, cryptocurrency. Maybe you're into crypto or thinking about it. With platforms like Coinbase and Binance, you can buy fractions of Bitcoin, Ethereum, or other altcoins. You don't need to buy a whole Bitcoin. You can start with just a few bucks. But of course, keep in mind that cryptocurrency is volatile, so make sure you're okay with some ups and downs. Peer-to-peer lending. Lastly, consider peer-to-peer lending platforms like Lending Club or Prosper. These platforms let you lend your money to others and earn interest. It's like being your own bank. With $100, you can start lending small amounts to multiple borrowers and watch as your money works for you. Alright, now that you know where you can invest, here are a few tips to make sure you succeed with your $100 investment. Diversify your investments. Don't put all your $100 into one place. Spread it out between stocks, ETFs, and maybe a little crypto or peer-to-peer lending. Diversification helps reduce risk. Start with low-cost platforms. Look for platforms that have low fees, especially if you're just getting started. The last thing you want is to lose a chunk of your $100 to fees. Be patient. Investing isn't a get-rich-quick thing. Don't expect to make a huge profit overnight. Give your investments time to grow. Compound growth is your friend. Ever wondered how some people build a 7-figure empire while others struggle to get by? What if I told you that 2025 could be the year you finally make that jump? Stick around, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how you can turn your vision into a 7-figure empire this year. Hey, what's up, everyone? In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the biggest goals many people have, building a 7-figure empire. And guess what? 2025 is your year to make it happen. But before we get into the nuts and bolts of how to turn your dreams into reality, let's break down exactly what a 7-figure empire looks like. It's not just about having money, it's about building systems, creating value, and leveraging opportunities to grow exponentially. Sounds good. Right, let's get into it. First things first, you need to define your vision. I know this sounds like the most basic advice, but trust me, it's where so many people go wrong. When you think about building a 7-figure empire, don't just picture the money. Think about what that empire represents. Is it an online business, a real estate empire, a product line, or maybe it's something more creative, like media or software development? The clearer you are on your vision, the easier it is to build a plan. If your goal is just I want to make a lot of money, that's too vague. Be specific. What's your niche? Who do you want to serve? What problem are you solving for them? Now that you have your vision, it's time to figure out the how. This is where you need to find the right opportunities in 2025. There are more profitable opportunities than ever, whether it's e-commerce, digital products, affiliate marketing, or even creating your own brand. But don't get distracted by shiny objects. Choose something that aligns with your skills, passions, and the market needs. For example, if you're interested in tech, maybe it's building an AI-driven app or offering a SaaS product. If you're into fitness, perhaps it's creating an online coaching business or selling supplements. Whatever it is, make sure it has high potential for scalability. Alright, you've got your vision and you've identified a profitable opportunity. Now it's time to build a solid foundation. That means focusing on the essentials, building a strong brand identity, creating a killer website or platform, setting up an email list to capture leads, establishing your social media presence. These things might sound boring or like extra work, but trust me, they are the bedrock of everything you'll build going forward. You need systems in place before you can scale, or everything will crumble. Now comes the fun part, scaling. At this point, you've got a product, you've got a system, and you're ready to make an impact. Here's where you need to implement growth strategies like paid advertising, Facebook ads, Google ads, etc., influencer marketing, content creation, blogs, YouTube, podcasts, building partnerships with other brands or influencers. The goal is to reach as many people as possible with your product or service while driving traffic back to your platform. Lastly, you need to focus on sustainability. Building a seven-figure empire isn't just about fast growth, it's about creating long-term value. That means you have to continuously improve your products and services. Stay engaged with your audience. Customer service is key. Reinvest your profits into more growth. Keep innovating and adapting to market trends. Remember, empires don't just get built overnight. It takes patience, persistence, and smart moves over time. So, there you have it, how to start building your seven-figure empire in 2025. It all begins with a clear vision, identifying profitable opportunities, building a strong foundation, leveraging growth strategies, and then focusing on long-term sustainability. Now, I know it sounds like a lot, but trust me, taking it step by step and being consistent will pay off. And 2025 could be the year you look back and say, this is when I changed everything. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future content. And hey, comment below with what kind of seven-figure empire you're thinking of building. Let's talk about it.